Hey, good morning. It's almost 10:30 in the morning. It's July 16th, 2020. We're looking at AMD. We're on a 1 hour chart. I'm seeing a head and shoulders pattern that is formed. Now, it's not the best head and shoulders pattern, but nevertheless, it is setting up where it has set up as such. We're just going to go ahead and label this is the head. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. There we go. Head right here. Right. This is the head. It's the left shoulder. All right. Here we go. Left. Boom. We got the right shoulder. Let me make this bigger for you guys. All right. We got the right shoulder. All right. All right. We got the right shoulder. We got the neckline. Not the best, but what we're gonna do is gonna pull this up into here. We'll treat this. Let's do it about right here. All right. We got a little pierce, but that'll be fine. Let's go ahead and measure this. Let's take it from the head down to the neck. Let's put it like here. All right. Looking for targets to maybe be up in this area. But realistically, I would probably want to trade it to here instead. But this could be one of the targets. So for me, I prefer this zone. It's a little probably more realistic. The other one is probably more of a stretch. But we expect targets come down here. All right, so let me show you something. We see these patterns, right? So let's look at this pattern right here. What do we have? All right, and we're gonna look and we're gonna see how that played out. Well, you already see it. All right, we got the head. Right, got the head, and we got a left shoulder. Everything's not gonna look pretty, guys, but you can sort of still tell that it tried to form a pattern. Everything's not gonna be what they call asymmetrical. It's not gonna be perfect, but you get what I'm saying. All right, everybody doesn't have the perfect head, lips, eye ratio, all that. But we do have a left head, right shoulder. This right shoulder is just a lot higher um, than this left shoulder. Some people may even want to drag it over. They could consider that a left shoulder, but that's stretching it. But here, or some people, like if I move this out, this possibly could be, nah. But yeah, but you get what I'm saying. All right, got neck. Okay. All right. And then how do we take the trade? We want to what? We want to wait for the breakout and then a retest. All right. So let me show you this. All right. Price broke Pierce and then it came back and it retested. All right. It retested right there. So that's when we went short on a retest. All right. You don't want a false breakout. You don't want something to break out and then come and then screaming back up. But you want to see if it's going to retest that trend line or the neckline or the what used to be support is now the new resistance. All right. So it came back and retested, and then we went down to this target area. Now let's pretend as if we are trading this in real time, and this is what we'll do. We'll put it down here, all right, on the net line, and we would have had a target in this area. Okay. So price still possibly could come down in this area, but let's look left and this was the immediate target that it went to. It came here first, and then it broke down, and it came here. All right. So if we drug this all the way across, it would right to market structure. Okay. Nevertheless, targets were hit. All right. So we already seen one head and shoulders pattern play out, hit that particular target zone right here. This whole entire move, head and shoulders pattern, and it look like we're setting up nicely right over here. So if anybody trading in the stock market and want to take out some possible puts, once this sets up nicely, they may have a nice little drop to the downside. However, remember, you don't take the trade until it breaks this neckline. Now, you can be a little bit aggressive, and you can go ahead and find an early entry, maybe possibly back up in this area. But most people want to wait for a confirmation. We want to break the trend line, the neckline, and then possibly get a pullback, a retest, and then a drop. So remember, right over here, we had a what? Break, retest, drop. You want to see the same thing. Break, retest, drop. All right, enter on a retest. You probably go much heavier. Now, if you're up here, you just need to make sure you got time on your side since you're dealing with options. So you don't want time decay to get in and eat you up. Let's go to 1 day, see what's going on. All right, let's clear all this out. All right, a lot of choppiness going on. All right. All right. AMD looks like it may go higher. This could be considered an inverted head and shoulders. Like I said, we get the little drop over here. We're in a consolidated range. So in a higher time frame, there's really nothing to be traded at this moment. If you're on a higher time frame. But on the low and the hourly, there are some opportunities setting up. But look at this consolidated area. All right. This is setting up for a big, massive move, either to the downside or upside. But this V shape, this inverted head and shoulders, whatever, suggestion that we may go up. Also, this could be considered, guys, what they call a cup and handle. You have this is the cup, all right, and this is the handle of the cup, all right. You measure the base of the bottom of the cup to the rim, and you set it on top, and that gives you the upside target. All right, so when y'all see me doing my targets, y'all notice I never really take it all the way up to the extreme. I'm the type of trader I don't go for the extreme. I always do it maybe 10, 20, 30 ticks, whatever you want to call it, for stocks. Pips. I may take, if I'm doing Forex, maybe 10 pips before the target, because I don't want a price reversal, and I don't want to be where everybody else is trying to be greedy and trying to get out up here. I have a better opportunity of my order being filled where everybody's not hanging out at. All right, so we want volume. All right, we want volume and everything, but at the same time, we don't want to be where everybody is selling at. All right, especially with these psychological numbers. Like for instance, $20. People say, "Oh, I'm gonna get out at 20. I'm gonna get out at 20." Why did you pick 20? Why didn't you pick $19.67? Get what I'm saying? People don't think about that. You're talking about 20, like that's how everybody thinks. So those psychological numbers, $10. Like I told you before, nobody ever says that, hey, I make $97,385.67 a year in salary. If you're that close to 100K, what do you say? Oh, I make 100K a year. That's just human psychology. That's just how we do. So trading is the same way. We see these whole numbers. 80, 70, 50. That's how we think. And so I go against the grain with that. So that's why I don't never adjust my targets to not be where everybody else is at. But this is a cup and handle uh, that is already formed. And cup and handle is a bullish uh, pattern. Okay, let's do this. Bullish pattern. All right, so it's a little quick little video on that on advanced micro devices. So on the daily, with a cup and handle. Let's see how this plays out. All right. So y'all have a great one.